3, 2, 1, go. E08. Connect, Levo, you can move when you want to. Come on, keep it going. Effort. Oh, nah, man. My cardio sucks.
What's crackalacking, guys and girls? Hopefully everyone's doing alright. I know I am. We move on to phase 3, ladies and gentlemen, and of course that being the full ride of the Dengfu E08, both the system, the frame, how it rides, how it handles, so on and so forth. I'm going to be completely honest with you, following from the last video, a good 2 to 3 months have obviously transpired, so I've had a good opportunity for me to understand the nuances and the characteristics of the Dengfu E08, which I've got to say, before we jump into how the bike rides, I'm pleasantly surprised, you know. Nevertheless, anyway, we get on to the full ride of the Dengfu E08. Now, interesting to note, because a lot of people have obviously messaged me on Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth, about their concerns about the Shimano step systems. In particular, 2 things. One being the reliability of the Shimano step system. I mean, I've had to look this up actually, and I'm fully aware that, you know, there is this error code which as soon as you get it, like the motor is completely bricked. And the second thing was, some people have been saying that in relation to the power of these e-bike motors, Shimano seems to be a bit lacking. That last one, that was interesting because I wanted to understand whether or not there was any truth to that, which brings me on to this video. So not only will we be talking about the ride characteristics of the E08, but I'll also be comparing it to 2 electric mountain bikes which I have in my collection. The first one, of course, being the Dengfu E10, which I know a lot of people have asked me about, doing a comparison between the EP801 and the M510. And the second one, of course, being my Specialized Turbo lever, which if you haven't seen the last video, you'll know firsthand that I even made references as to the geometry and how similar those 2 bikes are into. But anyway, so we'll obviously go through the nuances of the bike, compare them to the other 2 electric mountain bikes. All 3 of these bikes obviously have 150mm of rear wheel travel. And of course, if you enjoy this video, do us a favor, smash that like button, comment down below. Can't help but notice that we're close to 1,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. So do us a favor and make this chum happy. And yeah, enjoy the video, and I will catch you soon. Peace.
All right. Let's get this video started, people. So I'll be honest with you, I could spend the next 5 minutes going over every iota of the Dengfu E08, or Dragoon as I call it, but you know what, I don't want to eat into the runtime of this video. Let's jump into something more fun. So we're currently at Worley Woods. This is one of my locals. I used to come down here in order to do a lot of cardio fitness. So I figured this would be a good place in order for me to do this test. Now, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the E08 against the Levo and the Dengfu E10. Obviously the Levo is powered by the Brose motor, E10 is powered by the Bafang M510. This one's obviously powered by the Shimano EP801. So it'll be a good comparison to see how each free bike compares in terms of the performance doing a loop. We're going to confine the lap around the outskirts of the perimeter of the park. I forget how far it is. I want to say, well, we're not going to do the entire thing because obviously, like, it's a bank holiday, and of course I don't want to be getting into people's way. But for now anyway, yeah, so confining the laps around the outskirts of the park. In addition, I'll also be using my Fitbit Charge 4, and I'll be using that in order to compile some data for the purposes of finding out how much effort I'm needing to put in per each lap. And then obviously I'll cross-reference it with the GoPro footage. I'll be using the Hero 10 and the Hero 7, Hero 10 on, well, chest mount, Hero 7 on the lid. It will actually give me a better understanding as to my riding position, because like I said, the seat tube angle is the same, identical in relation to the chainstay length. So I'll be able to find out exactly when I need to sprint out of the saddle in conjunction with what effort I need to put down, in addition to what level of assist I'm going to be in. And then I'll be able to cross-reference it with my average heart rate, fastest heart rate, resting heart rate, so on and so forth. You get the idea. Strava, Fitbit, Google, all that jizz. We'll obviously be using that method for data acquisition for the purposes of finding out which system, which bike, and overall which do I prefer, which I ain't gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of which bike comes first, second or third, I like all three of them. But enough talk, let's get this video started, shall we? First bike, Dengfu E10 with the Bafang M510. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's put this thing into level 4. Gotta be careful. Sorry about this. Come on, keep it going. Effort. Effort. Oh my, man, this type of terrain, it's sapping the wheel speed. And stop. Oh, flipping heck. Yeah, man, we need to do that a little bit more often. All right. Oh, nah, man, my cardio sucks. I remember I used to do laps around here on Stumpy back in the day, but nah, man, that's gonna have to change, man. I might have to put away these e-bikes for a bit actually, and like whip out the regular bike and gain back what I've lost. But no, thoughts and opinions as to the E10 doing that. I was briefly looking at the speedometer. I couldn't see that I was inching past 15.5 miles an hour. It is worth mentioning the E10 is a bit heavier. Well, it's the heaviest out of the three bikes. This is weighing like just over 25 kilos. The Levo is 23.5. The E10 is like 21.5. But yeah, but to be honest with you, the way in which I've built up the E10, you know, using it around here, like the build, it's not really achieving the bike's potential. The build kit, you know, coil shock, 170 up front, the DT Swiss H1900 wheel set, which, you know, they're heavy for alloy wheels, but you know what they say about DT Swiss, they're no nonsense. So yeah, man, but nah, fair play. We put down the time, obviously recorded on the Fitbit, onto Strava. Obviously I'll be able to know what my my average heart rate and max heart rate is. All right, bike number 2, time for the Levo. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, thank you. Connect, Levo, you can move when you want to. And stop. Okay, I have no idea what my results are, but okay, Levo, you did well there. You did well. All right, lap 2 down with the Levo. Yeah, man, maybe a 2019 version, Comp Carbon, but nah, man, that thing can still move. You know, shout out to Raceco Cycles. I swung the Levo over to them, maybe it was about 3-4 months ago. Needs to get the power plug swapped out, and you know, Rich, if you're watching, bruv, you're quick. Like, you know, I'm good regarding doing some bits and pieces on the e-bike, man, but bruv, I expected that bike to be with you for like a couple of weeks, but like, you know, swung it to you like on a Wednesday, and like Friday you gave me a call saying like, bike's ready, come collect it, and I'm like, damn, man, it's gonna have to be with you for a couple of days because I'm at work. But yeah, man, Levo did all right. Mizaki components, I ain't gonna lie, actually, I think they've kind of made that bike what it is, actually, because that bike's never rode so good throughout my ownership experience of it, and that's when it's running different components. But you know what, look, Brose motor, Levo 29 front and rear, 160 up front, 150 in the back, 23.5 kilos in weight. That's with a 500 watt-hour battery. Yeah, man, you did good. But anyway, put the times on the Fitbit, charge 4. I guess it's bike number 3's turn. Let's swing a leg over Dragoon and see what that can do. All right, trail mode, 3, 2, 1, go. E08. Just accelerated there when I just started pedaling. Flipping heck. You're really moving, buddy. Flipping heck, the pickup is incredible on these Shimanos. That is impressive. I'm not too sure whether or not that's something they've always had, whether it's because it's one of the newer ones, but still, that is impressive. Feels like it responds quicker than the Brose. That's saying something. Yeah, it's lighter. Whoa! Whoa! You just wanted to move out like a bat out of hell there. Oh, sorry, buddy. Yes, thank you, Ricky. Heck, you are powerful. You're lighter, obviously, but you're powerful. Just so people know, this is still like an EU one. This is still like a 25 kph one. Or 15.5 miles an hour. Right, off the mud. and stop. Okay. Well done, Dragoon. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Oh. Whew. Well done, Shimano. Alright, we just done the lap of the Dragoon. You know what? Even if this bike comes last place, second place, first place, I don't care. The rig is sick, man. I'm telling you, it's sick. Like I don't know. Like I said to myself, I wasn't gonna go through the tech aspect of the E08 in this video. Obviously, you can check out phase 1 and phase 2 for that. But the ride, you know, rather than for me to obviously describe it, you've got the GoPro footage. You can assess it yourself. Obviously, I'm having a whale of a time, and obviously, you see me comparing it to the Levo and the E10. So you be the can't even get my words out. You be the judge. You be the judge. I love it. You know, I'm not just saying that because obviously I built it. I mean, yeah, fair enough, I did build it, but you know, you get the point. It's a good bike. Shout out to Dengfu. They seriously can make a good e-bike. But nah, man, it's quick. It's light. It accelerated faster than I thought. Yeah, suspension felt good. You know, the bike didn't feel out of place. Obviously, it's a little bit more capable than what I'm doing around here. And you know, we didn't even come close to denting that battery in terms of capacity. So yeah, man. Oh yeah, it's 504 watt hour battery in here. So yeah, man. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. Let's assess the footage and the data from the Fitbit, and head over to base camp and see which bike won, and I'll give you my conclusion of this video.
All right, we're back. Got the results in front of me, so let's not delay. Let's bust out these results, shall we? So, in third place, completing the lap in 6 minutes and 35 seconds with an average speed of 11.6 miles per hour, maximum speed of 16.93 miles per hour, calories burned of 64 cal, with an average heart rate of 116 BPM, with a maximum heart rate of 144 BPM. It was the E08. Yeah, it was the E08 with the Shimano EP801. Truth be told, actually, like, you know, I still like the bike. And I think I said it at the beginning of the video, like, regardless of which bike came first, second, or third place, I like all three of them. And in all honesty, there were circumstances where I did feel that the E08, actually, no, I say there were circumstances where the E08 was quicker, actually. Like, I've looked through my Strava results. The E08, in terms of that first bit, it was the fastest climbing e-bike out of the E10 and the Levo, which I might as well get into second place. Second place did the lap in 6 minutes and 25 seconds, so 6 seconds quicker, with an average speed of 11.35 miles per hour, a maximum speed of 17.82 miles per hour, calories burned of 68, an average heart rate of 129 BPM, with a max heart rate of 169 BPM. It was Levo. Yeah, Levo. I'm gonna be real. Walking into this, I actually thought the Levo may have actually won this because it was the only bike out of all three which rolled on 29-inch wheels. If nothing else, just for that simple reason. But yeah, Levo came second. Which brings us on to first place, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think you need me to tell you which bike won it, but just so that you have the results. Completing the lap in 6 minutes and 12 seconds, so 13 seconds quicker than the Levo. And rolling on 27.5-inch wheels front and rear. 27.5-inch wheels ain't dead yet. With an average speed of 11.73 miles per hour, a maximum speed of 17.63 miles per hour, calories burned of 66, average heart rate of 122 with a max heart rate of 140. Dengfu E10 with the Bafang M510. I'm gonna be real. As bad as it sounds, because I didn't build the E10, the second one, to be light. I built it just to be fun and be basically taking cues from how I built my E10 to begin with, but just a little bit more extreme. But yeah, it won. The heaviest bike, the bike with a mechanical advantage, a mechanical disadvantage because it's rolling on 27.5-inch wheels. So no doubt, I would have thought that bike would not be as quick. But overall, on average, it was the quickest bike. The Levo technically was the quickest bike in terms of maximum speed. But then having said that, it's only when I look at the heart rate stuff, it looks like it took more effort for me to sustain that with the Levo compared to the E10 and even the E08. The E08 in terms of my heart rate was actually the less out of all three, which is crazy. And especially knowing that, you know, with Shimano motors, in order for you to get like the best out of them, like you need to be putting in a lot more. But from my experiences, apparently I'm actually putting in more work on the Levo than I am on the Shimano. That's what the records show. I don't know. You guys be the judge, but that's what I'm finding. But you know what? Just to wrap this video up, thoughts and opinions of the Dengfu E08. I like it. It's light. It's powerful. Yeah, all right, fine. It didn't win. Point being is, E08, love it. Huge shout out to Dengfu. Huge shout out to Shimano. Respect. You've obviously put some effort into that EP801. I have no doubt that people who are going to be interested in the EP801 who will buy it with an electric mountain bike, commercial, mainstream, what have you, you will not be disappointed. And if nothing else, ladies and gentlemen, bear this in mind. Yes, Bafang won, as I imagine many people have been predicting. But at the end of the day, we didn't have Bosch, we didn't have Yamaha, we didn't have Polini, we didn't have CYC, we didn't have Dyname. So let's not go crazy, because at the end of the day, if there were other motors like that in this equation, could have thrown things out of perspective. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap things up. E08, love it, have no regrets building it, and I will be coming back to the E08 in the not too distant future to assess as to how long the bike can remain going for, because I know some people have still asked me, Shimano motors, are they reliable? And it's only been 3-4 months since I've had the bike. Honestly, I cannot give a good answer to that because, you know, it's still early days. But until the next time, guys and girls, take it easy, stay safe, peace be the journey, hashtag FABT. I'm gonna catch you in the next one, which will obviously be about the Dengfu E55. So keep a watchful eye, and I'll catch you then. Peace out.